A growing number of Southeast parents are choosing to school their children from the comfort of home. Education experts say the rising trend reflects a lack of confidence in Queensland classrooms.
I will present about homeschooling. Homeschooling is a progressive movement around the country and the world in which parents educate their children at home instead of sending them for a traditional public or private school. Parents who have a deep interest to their children based on love become the primary educators for their children. Homeschool parents carefully guide their children through their mental, emotional and physical development. The homeschooling movement began growing in the 1970s when some popular authors and researchers such as John Mohd and Dorothy started writing about educational reform. They suggested homeschooling as an alternative educational opinion. According to National Home Education Research Institute, there are now more than 2 million children being homeschooled in the US, with the percentage rapidly increasing each year. Homeschooling is legal in all 50 states in many foreign countries. The National Household Education Survey (NHES) says that highest rated reason parents choose the homeschool is the negative environment of their child's public school. Most often parents are concerned about bullying. In large part, bullying is difficult to know if your child is being bullied at school or online by classmates.
More and more parents are taking initiative to do homeschooling for their children. Why parents choose homeschooling over public school or international school or private school? So here are the reasons why parents choose homeschooling. First, learn from a wide range of curriculum. Parents are enabled to personalize children's education without restriction from school structure. This way, parents can combine certain subjects that are not necessarily grade or age-specific, such as history, arts, and literature. Parents decide to choose appropriate curriculum for children while prioritizing the child's interests and improving the child's talents. This is important to ensure the children receive the curriculum needed and enjoy the lessons at the same time. Second, provide a safe study environment. Parents are more confident in the learning environment they provide to their children at home rather than environment that are provided at school. They are capable to arrange a cozy and safe environment and also capable to meet the need of children because they know the best about their children than anyone else. Parents also believe that homeschooling is a good way to prevent children from having any problems at school. For example, bullying issues, peer influence, and social problems.
Every parent hopes that their children will grow up to become a successful person because life is a race. That's why point number 4, they choose to homeschool so their children can get a better quality of education. It can be seen when 17% of parents are not satisfied with the school's academic instruction because most teachers are not able to give full attention because there are too many students in the classroom. Through homeschooling, their children can get interact one-to-one with private tutors and can get to know more deeply the extent of the student's understanding of the subject he or she is teaching. With that, children's learning schedule will be more organized and structured, not too stressful like daily school student timetables. Besides that, parents able to make sure their children can spend a little more time to ensure they master every subject they learn. Moreover, parents know that if their children go to school normally, their children will feel stressed and tired because they have to catch up with the syllabus even though they do not fully understand it, because the syllabus need to be finished according to the time that has been determined by the education system. The last point, why parents choose to homeschool because they do not want their children to be stressed because a lot of homework. As we have seen, most school students are burdened with too much homework and they have to finish it on the weekend and they have only little time to get a rest. With homeschooling, their children do not have to face daily tests, last minute tasks, they do not have to worry about grades, student rankings, and do not have to tie up with school rules, also unfinished homework. And more importantly, private tutors will provide homework based on the level of ability and understandability of their children towards the subject. No doubt that homeschooling become a mainstream education because some parents are extremely dedicated to their children and their education.
There are many advantages of homeschooling. Among them, first, parents fully monitor child development. Parents can be supervised and fully monitor the child's development, as well as their interests and talents. And to a formal school in a classroom with dozens of children, the development of one child at a time will certainly not be maximized. With the benefits of homeschooling, parents do not have to follow standard education time standard to maximize their child's potential. Second is avoiding bullying children. To the development of the child, parents also have full control over the supervision of the association of the child. Parents may also be more aware of who the child is with and the character of each of their friends. In addition, children who follow the method of homeschooling can also avoid harassment. Bullying in children has the potential to affect their mental health from a young age. The last one is smaller group or one-to-one approach. Next, another benefit of homeschooling is the full attention that the child receives as a student. Usually, a homeschool class consists of only one student and one teacher. Homeschool teachers can be parents or private teachers can be called. Homeschooling makes it easier for teachers to get to know their students better. This introduction is very important because the teacher can know how much the child can learn so that the child does not feel burdened and stressed.
When parents take responsibility of educating their children at home, they may need to set their time aside. The task of homeschooling a child is certainly not easy at all, especially for working parents, single parents or stay-at-home parents. They have to take their time to organize and prepare their lesson to the child. Homeschooling is a full-time commitment, and to make sure that the child receive a quality education, the parents need to invest their time and effort to the fullest. Next, one of the reasons why homeschooling is a bad is the fact that the parents may lose their patience when they are trying to educate their children. Some parents may be too overbearing or impatient, which may cause the child to react in the negative manners. It may be hard for parents to draw a line between the educator and the parents in the child's mind. Last but not least, one of the most glaring negative effect of homeschooling is the matter of motivation. Some children need to be challenged to be excel in their studies. In this sense, in this matter, they thrive when they are involved in some competition. Children who are homeschooling will not have this kind of motivation because most of them are educated separately from other children.
It shows that homeschooling is brought many advantages and disadvantages. Homeschooling is one of initiative for parents to educate their children.